Hey everybody, I want to talk about ceiling fans. And my suggestion is that if you want a ceiling fan that has a wireless remote control, you shouldn't buy a ceiling fan with a wireless remote control. And that may seem like an odd statement, and if you really want to buy one, go ahead. I will explain my logic to you here in just a moment. What you can see behind me is I just installed a brand new ceiling fan. And actually this one was kind of a challenge because it's on a very high ceiling. It's a 16-foot height to where that mounts. And I even had to go out and get a special ladder. I bought a special little giant that has something called an air deck on it in order to get high enough that I could reach. This is a vaulted type ceiling and it with a high peak. So anyway, the old ceiling fan had died and I was shopping for a new one. You may have seen a video I have posted for me repairing one of my other Hunter ceiling fans that I had purchased years ago, and it was a wireless unit. And it was going bad. The wireless unit was going bad and the parts no longer available. And that causes a lot of challenges. This is the module out of that previous unit. This is the wireless unit. But Hunter no longer makes this. You can't buy it anymore. And so you kind of end up stuck. And the reason I'm suggesting you don't buy a factory wireless unit is that when this module fails, it's more difficult to fix. There are a number of capacitors inside this unit that control the speed. And so when you buy a factory wireless fan, they don't have any external switches. Everything is done in this module. And if the module goes bad, it's much more difficult to fix. So what I did was I purchased a regular fan and upgraded it. Immediately I purchased a module to upgrade it to wireless. So if you purchase a standard fan, what you have is one that has, you can see on the side here, there's a reversing switch, and you can see there are pull chains. So this is a conventional fan and it has all the normal switches so that you could operate it manually. While that doesn't give you wireless control, what you do then is part two. You purchase the wireless kit, and this one is a Hunter 99-123. And it controls the light and it controls the fan speed. And I liked it because it has this little bracket that mounts to the switch, so that's the power switch. And there's only one circuit up to that light, so this let me put one up that has a light and motor speed control. And just hang the remote here. And then what happens is, this is the control part. The receiver mounts up there in the ceiling, up in that canopy, and the control is run from up there. If you buy the fan with those switches, then the capacitors that were in this module, that perform the functions that are in this module, are built into the fan to be able to operate with the switches, the manual switches. With that capability in there and the motor all wired up, there are a number of companies. I just showed you the Hunter remote control piece that you can purchase and add into one of these fans. But there are a number of places that make universal kits, and there are some that even are way better than this. You can buy kits that'll talk to your smartphone, and you can modify fan speed from there. There's a wide variety. But if you buy the fan that's got a factory module, this is what you're restricted to. And if the module dies, you may have a fan with a perfectly good motor and a fan that you really like, and it's not capable of operation anymore without doing, call it electrical surgery. And in my other fan, you could see in the video I already have posted, I did find a way by adding the capacitors and adding a universal type module. I was able to get that fan running again. But if you buy the fan, I say, with manual control, manual switches, What the universal control does is just says set all the switches to high speed and put in that new universal module, and it's designed to work that way, and it'll give you the variable speeds, and it'll give you the remote control that you'd really like to have. And someday if the electronics goes bad, it makes your life a whole lot easier. So I'm pretty happy with this one, and it works very nice for what I want it to do. And that's my suggestion for the day.